Hi guys, thanks for being here again this week. So I thought I would do a what I eat in a day type of video. I haven't done one in a little while and I know that you guys really enjoy them. I eat very simply and try to eat as healthy as possible, but I will just take you guys along and show you what types of things I eat in a day. So I started my day off with my black coffee and then I'm just having some oatmeal. I have blueberries in there and a little bit of vanilla yogurt, and I just kind of mix that up and have that for breakfast. So for snack, I just had a simple banana. I try to stick to fruits for my snacks, so either a banana or an apple normally, sometimes watermelon, sometimes oranges, but yeah, that's what I try to do. And then of course I drink lots of water all day long, and I'm just adding some of my greens powder to my water. It just gives me kind of an energy boost. There's things like barley and spirulina in it. I really like to have it at least once a day, so I'm just mixing that in and then I'm just going to drink that up. It's really important to drink a lot of water just to keep the body hydrated, and I feel so much better. Even my mind is a lot clearer the more I'm drinking, and when I'm dehydrated I just kind of stay in a fog. When I'm on shift I don't drink enough water and it's really difficult to concentrate. So when I'm off, on my days off, I drink a ton of water. And then for lunch, I'm just having leftover rice with some veg. There is some zucchini in there and some tofu. It's just a really quick mix of whatever we had left over. It was kind of mixed up together into the rice and it was delicious and really filling and hearty. So it's a really good way of using up whatever you have in the fridge so it doesn't go to waste. And I love eating leftovers like this because it's just so quick and easy. You can just pop it into the fridge and then you have something yummy to eat. So this is a really good way of saving your food. If you feel like a lot of things are starting to go bad, you can just chop them up really finely, saute them, and then just add them to things like your rice or on top of your potatoes. And that way they don't go to waste and you can find another way of using them all up. So something like this, you can add literally anything that you have in the fridge and that works out perfectly. So in order to bulk up this meal even further, if I had spinach, I would have put it on the bottom of this rice dish and then plopped everything on top. That way it would give me a little bit more greens for the day, but I didn't have any. I hadn't gone to the grocery store yet. So this is what I had for lunch. So for dinner, I'm just using a whole bunch of frozen veg. I have some broccoli, cauliflower, I have carrots, and then also a lot of Brussels sprouts. And I've made this dish before on the channel. You guys have seen it, and I just modify it slightly here and there depending on what I have available to me. I don't have the normal noodles that I like to use, but I'm going to make these ones. That's all I could find at the grocery store, so that's what I picked up. And they actually turned out really well. So I just usually water saute my veggies with some seasonings, and then the sauce that I make is made with chickpeas, and it's just pureed chickpeas. I guess it comes in a can for me and it's oil free. It's really difficult to find, but I find it at a distributor that basically deals with businesses. So they sell it to us and I'm able to buy it like that. Otherwise, you can make your own oil-free hummus if you want to, or just add regular hummus, but it's basically watered down, and then I add some extra seasonings. And then of course I add some soy sauce and things like that just to jazz up the sauce further. So I've used many different types of noodles and it always works out fine. I just have a preference. I do have a favorite type, but if I can't find it, then I just grab whatever is available to me. With the food shortages, I'm seeing a lot of the normal items that I would buy are no longer available, or they are like triple the cost. So sometimes I'm looking for these alternatives in order to save some money. So I've showed this before in other videos, but this is the chickpeas in a can that's oil-free. Again, not the easiest to find, but it really is a good option. Or of course you can make your own. But again, I have showed this recipe before, so I don't want to bore you guys. But yeah, this is basically the base of my sauce, just to bulk it up and give it some extra protein and fiber to my dish. So I'm just adding some of the water from the noodles because it is really starchy and will help thicken up my sauce. You can just use regular water though if you end up straining all your noodles. No big deal, I have done that as well. And then I'm just throwing in the chickpeas. So on this day I use the whole can. Sometimes I just use half a can because I find a whole can is a lot. But because I was serving other people and they really like it when it's quite thick and enjoy the chickpeas, I just added the whole thing. But half of a can is more than enough to make the sauce, and then you can save the other half for another meal. So it is really good on the budget. You can make 2 meals with one of these cans easily. So I just toss my noodles on top of my veg, give it a quick mix, and I usually put some sauce on it, but I don't over sauce it because again, some people don't like a lot of sauce, some people do. And then I just keep it on the side so that when people are doing their individual servings, they can just throw the sauce on and call it a day. So yeah, very simple, easy meal. You can also add herbs if you have herbs because they're very detoxifying and it would be really nice in this dish. And again, you can use any veggies that you have on hand. That's why I like to make something like this, because I'm able to either use up frozen veg, so it's, you know, cheaper for me by buying the frozen veg, or anything that is in my crisper that needs to be used can also be used in this recipe, so there's no food waste. So this is what the sauce looks like. You can thin it out as much as you want. You can make it thicker, totally up to you, very customizable. I think it's the easiest thing in the world to just use some chickpeas and some seasonings and water and make a really nice sauce. And you can use this on pretty much anything, even over rice or potatoes. So because I didn't have any greens or any veggies with my breakfast, and I didn't have enough, I felt, for lunch mixed into my rice, so I'm adding some extra spinach to my bowl for dinner, and then I'm putting my veggies and my noodles on top of that just to make sure that I'm getting a variety of vegetables and I'm getting enough for the day. So this is my go-to meal when I don't know what to make. I always have frozen veg. I'm sure I always have some sort of veg inside of my crisper in the fridge as well that needs to be used up. It's great, low budget. Noodles don't cost a lot, and if you're buying frozen, you're typically buying it cheaper as well. And of course, my hummus in a can, if I can buy it in bulk, then I'm saving money, and I'm also having the opportunity to make 2 meals out of that can if I wanted to. So really, this is a quite low budget meal and it will feed a lot of people. I really like how you can customize it to your liking depending on what veggies you prefer or what you have on hand, and it will always work out perfectly. So I also had a Dandy Blend as well, which is a coffee alternative. It's made with dandelion and chicory root, and it's really delicious. Thank you for watching, everyone. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks again for being here this week, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. If you have any video ideas, please leave them in the comments below, and that way I can take a look at them and get working on those videos. Take care, everyone, and stay healthy.